Vigilance is quietly one of the best keywords out there, especially for Commander. Being able to defend yourself after you have attacked is particularly important in a format with 3 opponents. Well, what if I told you that there's a card which achieves the same ends, but in the most hilariously backward way possible? At instant speed, no less! Masako the Humorless is a legendary 3-mana white 2/1 human advisor with flash, who allows tapped creatures to block as though they weren't tapped. Truly just a bizarre card right here today. Flashing this card onto a full board of tapped creatures as an opponent tries to swing at you, supposedly uninterrupted, is just magical. And nobody expects it, and the devastation is just untold. Also, you're blowing out their turn in, the funniest way possible. Untapping is passé. Blocking with tapped creatures, that's where the spice is. All joking aside, though, the fact that Masako doesn't untap everything, or give them all vigilance or what have you, is actually quite poignant, and the distinction is important, as 1, not untapping means no extra tap effects. 2, unlike vigilance, it doesn't matter when in the turn cycle you activate tap effects when Masako is out, since you can use your Intrepid Hero and still block with it afterwards if you did wish to. And then 3, frankly, people forget. For most folks, the rules of Magic are so ingrained that they see a tapped board and they think you're open for attacks. And so you will get people swinging into boards with Masako around, just kind of feeding their board into the meat grinder, because they forgot that's a thing. And Masako facilitates this, and it is just brilliant. Now, Masako is a legend, and of course that means you can run her as your commander. She's a very fun shell for playing with Convoke cards and a bunch of powerful tap and untap effects like Devout Chaplain and Halo Fountain. However, that is not what I'm here for today, as I think where she truly shines is in the 99. For one thing, that surprise factor I was talking about earlier does kinda disappear when you always have her available, instead being replaced by a constant, go on, attack me, I dare you, kind of threat. A rattlesnake, if you will, since people can always see that she's just right there, ready to come out. But the real reason I'm mostly passing over Masako as commander is that she works so well in the 99 of certain kinds of decks that it's not even funny. Just for one thing, her 2 creature types are incredibly relevant. Human and Advisor. First, let's look at the humans part. Humans decks in Commander are often aggressive and or token-based strategies, with cards like Champion of Lamholt, Horn of Gondor, and Adeline being staples of the archetype. And frankly, even if they're not constantly attacking, they are often tapping down for other effects like Catilda or the aforementioned Devout Chaplain. And well, I think it's pretty obvious how Masako fits into a strategy that's constantly attacking, tapping, and casting humans. I personally love her as an include in the Lord of the Rings human precon, as she goes real nice into Eowyn or Aragorn's full-swinging shenaniganery. And as for the advisors part of the creature types, Masako fits so snugly into a deck led by the Archimandrite, what with their tap 3 to draw effect and general aggro life gain shenanigans, that it's almost as if she is a custom card printed for the Archimandrite 20 years in advance. However, outside of that, Masako also does work in a particular other advisor-based strategy. One more suited for the rude and stinky among you. Persistent Petitioners. The fact that Masako can be both tapped by the petitioners and allows your petitioners to block while tapped makes her a very worthwhile include into your petitioners deck, with bonus Stinky Bastard points going to anyone running Big Orgy 4 in the zone. And even looking beyond her creature types, she works fantastically in a bunch of other strategies. Amara Soul of the Accord, or Kazla the Broken Halo, for example. Frankly, just so many other strategies. Or you know what, just anything that's aggressive and runs a critical mass of creatures, that's just good too. Sure, she isn't an include in every single one of these decks, but when you find the spot for Masako, she is the funniest, stupidest blowout in the West, and I think that is beautiful. So yeah, give this card a try. After all, why not?